did it set the tone for the rest of the game for you personally?
I mean, it doesn't really set the tone for me. I'm a scorer, like I always say. I'm always going to get it going regardless of the situation. I think that was more so setting the tone for my team, and it kind of put all of us aligned. Not just for myself but for my teammates. And Silvis came off hot as well. It wasn't just me. I'm pretty sure he had about 12 points in the first half. It's all credit to my teammates. They instilled so much confidence in me, and it was a terrific team game.
Here in Lithuania, you get many comparisons with Kendrick Nunn, basically because you joined mid-season, then you had a rather slow start, but then we saw what Kendrick Nunn became in the EuroLeague. So, do you see a similar path to yourself in here?
Of course, Kendrick Nunn he's an amazing player. Not to discredit anyone or what they're doing, but my first two games I played 12 minutes. My first game in Bayern, I was only 2 days in Europe. That has nothing to do with an adjustment. It has everything to do with I was jet lagged and I was tired. And with limited time, you get limited, kind of a game. I played 12 minutes in my first game, 15 minutes in the second, and I didn't get it going. And I think as the games go on, and the more and more practices we have, I'm just going to continue to improve. But Kendrick Nunn has been an extreme inspiration and motivation for me. I love that guy to death. I've been with him since the Lakers, known him way before the Lakers, and somehow the world continues to give us a full circle moment for a reason. So that's my guy, that's my brother, and I continue to watch what he does and imitate how he's doing it in the EuroLeague, and I want to kind of follow that route as well.
Do you see any similarities between the two of you? I mean, you and Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're both we're both from America. We're both scorers, and we both have that grit and that hunger. We both play with a chip on our shoulder, and we know how to play basketball. At the end of the day. So, like I said, that's my brother. I love that guy, and it's always going to be one of those type of games where you got to just step it up a whole nother level to play against someone of his capability.
Were there any friendly banter today with Nunn on the court?
Nah, Nunn doesn't. As far as I know, Nunn doesn't really talk much. He's more so just get buckets. He's a silent killer. And he made some great pick and roll threes. As expected. But like I said again, at the end of the day, it's a team game, and our team defensively picked it up, and we came up with the win today.
Talking about the defensive moments, how did you like the block by Sylvain Francisco on a fast break for Kostas Lukas, and another block at the end of the third quarter?
I mean, moments like that is extremely important for not just Cisco but for the team. He had a turnover, and for him to get back and have the resiliency of making a defensive block and showing that tenacity, it gets everyone going, and it shows just our heart and our effort of just not giving up and wanting to win, And I think Cisco, regardless of what was happening, he didn't want to lose this game, and that was probably the pinnacle part of the game. That was probably, in my opinion, one of the most important parts of the game.
Tell us about your dunks. It was amazing. How did you feel?
I felt great. The Žalgiris fans and the city of Kaun is kind of just. It's a different type of energy when you're inside this type of atmosphere. Everyone's going, the energy is flowing. You kind of get goosebumps before the game. So, I'm a high flying scorer. If I see the rim, and you want to kind of have some fun and kind of jump with me, we'll see who gets there first.
When you saw the EuroLeague champs today, can they compete in 7-game series with the worst NBA team, for example, Wizards?
Yeah. I mean, when you got great players like Kendrick Nunn, Grant, even Brown, you have some very, really good players that are a part of that team. It's definitely going to make someone, run for their money. At the end of the day, it's basketball. There's one court, there's one basketball, and there's 10 players. You know what I'm saying? So the ability to play team ball and play in the right way obviously has a significant role, especially when in the EuroLeague every possession counts. So that translates very importantly. So truthfully, I don't know. I don't really have an answer for you.
Do you read any media outlets in Lithuanian language, how they describe your game? Or maybe didn't motivated you because they write some. Didn't get some wins for us?
No, I don't really watch media. I'm not I don't seek validation from people. I could care less about a person's opinion of who I am and what I can be. I know my capabilities. I know what I'm made of, and I'm here for Žalgirio's basketball. I'm here to win. You know, my teammates instill confidence in me. And good game, bad game, I just want to come up with the win. I don't care about my stats. I don't care about what I'm doing, how I'm playing. At the end of the day, it's about winning. So I don't really watch too much or listen to too much media outlets or what people may say of me. I know what I'm capable of. As you've seen against this game, even when we lost, you guys see what I'm capable of doing. So I let my game do the talking.
There was the question about the Wizards, but Panathinaikos head coach Sergei Ataman challenged the Boston Celtics. So how do you see that coming up in a match between NBA champs and EuroLeague champs?
I don't really have an answer for you. I wish I did. Boston Celtics, that's a very tough team, huge team, very tough guys, great defensive team. So, you know, it's just all about game planning. Watch your feet. It's all about game planning, you know. So I think if you're coached properly and you follow your game plan and what you're trying to do and being disciplined, the game can go anyway.
Today it came out some rumors about D'Angelo Russell may be wanting to participate in Los Angeles Olympics for Lithuanian national team. Do you think, do you know him personally, and do you think it would be possible for him to join the national team?
I know him personally, but I don't live off insurance. I don't live off what ifs and rumors, so can't really give you a definitive answer of what he wants or what he's doing. If he says it publicly, he says he wants to do it, then he'll do it. D'Angelo Russell is one heck of a player. He's a well-respected point guard, and you know, whatever his decision is, that's his decision. But I don't really live off of rumors.
How D'Angelo is like a person, like a teammate? He's one of my favorite teammates. You know, there's times where, I mean, even when I had my game 4 against the Warriors, and I didn't score a bucket, you know, going into fourth quarter, he called it out himself. He was one of the first players to say, "Yo, this is your quarter. You're gonna have you're gonna be a big part of this win." And somehow his energy and his manifestation got instilled into me. So big shout out to D'Lo in that moment. But he's a terrific player. He's a terrific teammate. I mean, even when things aren't going his way, even when things are going his way, you know, he doesn't waver. He doesn't change his personality. He's always going to be a great teammate cheering for you, and it's always love at the end of the day. You know, there's no selfish act. There's no selfishness with D'Lo, and teammates like that is hard to come by. You know,
Maybe
so.
you could text him about this good atmosphere here, and maybe he can come here as well.
I'll make sure I shoot him a couple of texts and make sure it's the atmosphere is terrific over here. Maybe he'll get a little bit influenced by that.
Are you gonna reach out to him about his intentions to maybe play in Lithuania? Are you gonna ask him?
Yeah, I'll ask him. I'll see what he's talking about. You know, I see if I heard some rumors and whatnot, and see where his head is with that. And we'll see what it goes. Get back to me later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's chat next time.
First half defensively. We lost a lot of defensive rebounds. We didn't play with contact. We allowed to Žalgiris a lot of open shots from good shooters. So it was difficult. We received almost 50 points. At the third quarter that we played better in our defense. We changed the game. But unfortunately, we thought that we could win the game from our offense, and that was a mistake. And finally, we lost. Congratulations to Žalgiris, and we have to continue.
Questions? No questions?
Okay.
Okay.
I told perfect everything. You see?
Tai aš panaudosiu. Okay. Man davė, tai neišvažiuokit, aš paduosiu.
And now comments from Žalgiris head coach, Mr. Andrei Trinkeri.
We played against the reigning champion, a great team. Whenever you're not close to perfection, they score big baskets. They have big plays. So the game was amazing first 15 minutes, where we played with energy, with flow, we moved the ball, we built a good gap, and then we lost a little bit of discipline, also because they raised the level. And from, I would say, plus 16, they cut the gap to 7. And I hope that I push the team in the halftime to have a strong start, and we had a very slow start. And then it was a totally new game. They made a run, we made mistakes, we lost the flow, we had some frustration, and Pau took the lead, 1 point, but it was the first lead of the game. And then we played another game. We gear up. We raised the level of intensity, of energy, loose ball, deflections, and we made another run. And then we were able, through our defense, through our effort, to resist and go home with a very, very important win, a big, big, big win for us.
Coach, couple of questions from Žalgiris Insider subscribers, and one of them asks, in that crucial moment in the second half, what was the key adjustment or moment in the game that turned the things in Žalgiris' favor, especially in this tough matchup?
I would say 2 threes, Sirvidis and Alen Smilagic, and the job we did on defense. Because there is always player under the spotlight, the player that making a three, making big plays, but there is a lot of players that are not on the spotlight, but they make crucial plays. In my opinion, the crucial play was when Brady Manning spent a foul, his 4th foul. He knew that this will be heading him to the bench, and he spent a 4th foul in transition to stop an advantage. And then the team from there got great confidence. Bryant made big plays defensively and offensively, gave us, you know, the thing, a veteran has to give you stability, has to give you consistency. And then we enter in the last 5 minutes with all the positive vibes and energy.
And the last question from them, Coach Sirvidis' debut season in the EuroLeague so far has been mixed, some good games, some bad games. Obviously today he played a great game. What advice would you give to him to keep this kind of level that he showed today and where he can do better?
It's not an advice. It's a fact. He is a very talented player. We expected his highs and his lows as a rookie in EuroLeague. He has to earn his minutes like everybody else. And a number that is not his points is 7 rebounds. This is what I was asking him. Put your body in the game. You know, we know that you can shoot, but put your body in the game. Sacrifice your body for the team, and he did it.
More questions?
Coach, I come from Italy. I came from Italy to witness. From Milan. We worked together in DAZN before you came here.
Did you bring anything to eat or to drink?
Also.
No, you didn't bring.
Bring?
So we have trumpos rancos, eh? And then we'll explain you what trumpos rancos is.
Okay.
Braccine corte.
Ecco. I wanted to witness what you are doing here with Žalgiris, and today you beat the reigning champions, and the way the team hustles and helped everybody during rebounding, especially, I think, was amazing. What do you think about the effort that the team is putting on the court to build this incredible run?
So, long question, short answer. I go with what Brian said in the huddle at the end of the game. It's not important who we play, but how we play. We have to hustle. We have to have deflections. We have to have loose balls and dive on the floor. This is the way we are. This is our DNA. We cannot change it.
Coach, from your perspective, those 2 Lonnie Walker dunks in the first half, how they looked at one of the best dunkers in the EuroLeague?
It's easy to say it. For sure, that goes on the highlights of the game. He's a very explosive player. But I want Lonnie to be more consistent on the defensive end. He's still having great sparks, great moment, but sometimes he goes on standby. And in EuroLeague, when you're on standby, the other team scores 10-0. I believe that he can improve in a lot of things. He came here very humble, knowing his talent. Everybody realized that he's a very talented player. He put his talent at the service of the team, but I believe he can improve in many aspects of the game.
Hello, Coach. Ignas Brazdeikis didn't play today.
I was waiting for you.
What is his condition?
Okay. First of all, when I choose to don't play a player. It's always my decision, and I'm never happy. But when you're coming from a bad moment, the first thing that a coach has to do is to shorten the rotation. Because when you are with confidence, you can play with 12 players rotation because everybody is in rhythm. We are coming from 3 losses, painful losses. We always fought. We didn't have great performances, so I made a choice. So it's my decision. It was for this game. I'm not happy for that. I'm not apologizing for that. My job is to take, I'm paid to take decisions. It was only related to have the best possible squad on the court for this specific game.
So it's not related with his back.
Say it again?
It's not related with this.
No. It's DMP CD.
Coach, you had 3 losses in a row in the EuroLeague, and this win obviously is very important. Can you tell the process, what you went through during those 3 losses, and what was the biggest adjustments you made?
First of all, I want to underline that tonight the Žalgirio arena was better than last Friday. Last Friday we played a bad game, but we played. We fought. We didn't have a good performance. This can happen. But I didn't feel the same electricity in the air, the same vibes. Because, it can happen. They take a game by. The fans take a game of by. But tonight, we had the same push, and I was not concerned about the losses. It can happen. We had a great start, then we had injuries. We had to put a player in a stint of 7 games in 17 days with 0 practices, and the team slows down. But playing bad, having bad basketball performances, we still played, we still fought, and we could win with Fenerbahce. We didn't play good enough to deserve the win, but we could. So also in Paris is this moment is a hot team. We were the team that controlled their rhythm better than anybody else. So losses are part for Žalgiris in this kind of EuroLeague. Losses, it will occur. It will happen again. But it's what you do after a loss.
Coach, 15 Min media outlet broke the news today that D'Angelo Russell is interested of getting Lithuanian citizenship and playing for the Lithuanian national team. What do you?
Me?
What is your reaction, Coach?
Of course, caught me off guard. But if D'Angelo said that, I'm happy for him and maybe happy for the national team if they are willing to it. But this is a political thing. I don't want to get into it.
If you can't, if you don't want to answer, just don't answer, Coach. But what do you think about the naturalization of the players in the national teams?
I believe there are 2 countries, Lithuania and Serbia. Okay, I coach in both, that have let's say, they didn't want to explore this thing about bringing a foreign player to help you to build a better roster, or giving a passport to a player that can help you where you're short, okay? So it's not I'm in favor, I'm not. It's depending what you want. So these are both Serbia and Lithuania are country with a lot of basketball pride. They my opinion, there are two countries where they think basketball is the main sport, and it is. I'm good with the thing that they say, no, we are going to do it with our players. On the other end, if you want to do it, you have to push the basketball world of Lithuania, all the basketball stuff, to produce more players. Because then the thing is there, you know. I believe that there is the production of players, of domestic players, is not the same that in the past, nor in Serbia, nor in Lithuania. So it's a political decision. There's good things both ways, but if you want to keep and be proud of the things that you are going to play only Lithuanian players or only Serbian players, I'm very good with that, but then we have all to think what we can do in order to have more choice in picking the players for the national team, producing young talent. Finito?
Thank you.
Ačiū.
Got to avoid the zone.